all I wanted to work with Dave.
Play guitar, Dave.
You see, I kind of forgot to play live for a while, and then I noticed my fingers started like moving towards guitars, and whenever I was in somebody's house, I thought I'd better do something about playing live, and I was thinking to myself, how should I play, because I've played in so many different configurations. And then it came to me that perhaps I should play any song from the whole of my songbook. In other words, all the songs I've co-written over the years with people. I got them all out and thought, oh, what would I like to play, and have a great time rearranging them and doing them in a different way. Then I thought, well, it'd be great to work with an orchestra, because lots of the songs had great parts that could be orchestrated. But I also wanted to work with a great band of musicians around me, and I approached Michael Bradford, who's a brilliant bass player but also a string arranger, to write the orchestrations. And through Michael I met Randy Cook, who's an amazing drummer, Jeff Paris on keyboards, Amy Keys, an extraordinary vocalist, Dana Glover on keyboards and vocals, and Caitlin Evanson, who's a brilliant violin player and a brilliant singer too. So amongst the 7 of us, we're a band that can perform anywhere, but with the orchestra as well, it's an unstoppable force. Over my career, I've written with lots of different people, and I had probably near 500 to 1,000 songs to choose from. Then when I started pulling them all out and realized, well, okay, if I've got a 30-piece orchestra, it's best to play songs that we can use the orchestra in. And so I started to look at it from that perspective and say, okay, now if we started with this song, which for instance the first song is called Possessed, which I wrote with Terry Hall from the Specials and Fun Boy 3. It lends itself great for orchestra, but it also tells a little story in the first verse about where I feel I'm at.
Tired of being gifted and tormented.
Signed, sealed, delivered, then resented. And then the chorus.
'Cause it feels good. I'm flying high again. Spinning round and round again.
And that's what it feels like to me. And then we went straight from that to Lily Was Here. And that's great as the second song, because it allows the orchestra to come in and the band to play, and for me to play my acoustic guitar kind of lead style, which I always love doing. An obvious orchestrated song came next, which is Here Comes the Rain. It starts with great pizzicato strings, and it's quite a complex string arrangement, but it's a great song to perform live. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously there's quite a few Eurythmic songs in the set, particularly Sweet Dreams, which with a full 30-piece orchestra has never been done before. And I'm actually going to sort of create a sort of mini epic out of that. But as well as that, you know, I'm performing songs that I've written with, say, Sinead O'Connor, a great song called Jealous, which I love.
Now you're jealous, you don't know how hard it was to be alone.
Don't Come Around Here No More is a very interesting song for me to play live, because again, it's got the kind of Indian type flavour, but then it's got a huge chorus. I included a song written by U2 called Walk On, because I was kind of writing it at the beginning with Bono and Edge in the studio, and in fact, very sweetly on their album they put Inspired by Me, but first time they ever played it live, we played it at about 1 in the morning, directly broadcast to the world from Britain just after 9/11. I never sat down and thought, oh, I'll write a song for somebody. It happened to be usually that I was with somebody and we'd start playing and then a song came about, which is exactly what happened with myself and John Bon Jovi. And we started doodling and he said, oh, that sounds great, we should finish that. So when he came around my flat, I asked him, you know, what's he been doing? And he said, well, I'm living in this basement in Chelsea and I'm trying to sort of understand London, basically. And so we wrote a song about that called Midnight in Chelsea.
It's midnight in Chelsea.
Somebody completely different was Gwen Stefani, who came around my apartment, sort of chatting about the world in general, and then we went into the kitchen, I think, or the bedroom with acoustic guitar. And 20 minutes later we came out with a song called Underneath It All. just 2 or 3 years ago, I won this thing called the Golden Globe in America with Mick Jagger for our song for a film. It's called Alfie, and the song's called Old Habits Die Hard.
I thought I shook myself free. You see, I bounced back quick.
Well, actually, this deciding to play live and with an orchestra has inspired me to go back in the studio and write songs for myself. And writing songs thinking, oh, I'm going to play this live with an orchestra is very exciting. I feel good right now. I feel like, you know, comfortable in my skin. I enjoy everything that I'm doing and I'm enjoying my life. And I want to go and play. And I want to play guitar, you know. I'm fucking sick of not playing guitar the way I want to play guitar on the stage. And so I get to do it this time.
Don't breathe.